What is going on with that dog?
What dog?
Jonas never barks like that.
I don't hear any barking. Probably just a raccoon. He'll be quiet in a minute.
Come on, he never barks like that. Just make sure he's okay. It'll only take a second.
All right, twist my arm. Yes, yes, go.
Go.
Always gotta be the center of attention, huh? You know, if it wasn't for you right now, I'd be... All right, what you got, boy? Something in the well? Crazy mutt. All right. Let me see what's got you all worked up. Nothing to worry about. Now listen, dog. I'm going back up to my wife. If you hear another noise out of you, I'll neuter you again. I'll find a way.
What about sacrificed?
No, it's gotta be worse than that. I'm thinking castrated.
Oh, or flogged. Flogging is coming back this year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
What are you two talking about?
The sign we ignored back there, the one that said no trespassing.
Yeah, the punishment was scratched out.
Hey, what if it's a good thing, you know, like prize money? You don't see that, huh? Trespassers will be rewarded.
You know, how you two ever got PhDs is beyond me.
Well, you gave them to us.
Oh. Look at this.
Dioxin out here?
Oh, look at the CO2 levels.
Yeah, they're getting higher all day.
And you were right, something's going on.
Well, they better stop or we're not going to be able to...
Breathe. We should check the water.
Oh, look.
Okay, I'm officially getting freaked out.
Wow.
Oh, no, he's a maze. It's never good.
I feel an epiphany coming on.
Osmium nitrate.
In the water? That's impossible.
No, you finding a woman, that is impossible. Finding one of the rarest minerals on Earth floating in this lake water? Highly unlikely.
Shot.
What?
Violators will be shot.
I'll take care of this.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm from Washington State University, and...
Trespassing, college boy. Let's get him.
They're shooting! Whoa!
Let's get out of here!
Come on, keep moving! Let's go!
Damn you, low-carb diet. Looks like we lost him.
I think I left my lungs back there.
Come on, we got bigger problems. Let's go.
Okay. I'm too out of shape for field work.
Osmium nitrate? I thought that was only found in lava deposits.
It is. You know, this area isn't exactly known for its robust lava flow. Run! Run!
I don't know, Jake. That looked like a pretty robust lava flow to me.
We gotta get to the lab. Here, give me these ETS figures. What do they say?
9.3, 9.5.
Yeah, 10.5, 11.3.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Jake, what's happening?
The hazard zones are shifting.
Yeah. I'm just on my way there.
We just got an update on the casualty report. It's rising by the hundreds. Is the White House going to issue a statement?
Just the basics. We want some hard facts before we go public with anything.
Well, analysis has confirmed that it is the result of deep seismic disruptions below the Earth's crust.
Whose analysis?
Dr. Drake,
Palmer Drake and deep seismic disruptions. Tell me that's a coincidence?
like I said, the information's still trickling in.
Yeah, well, I'd appreciate if it would trickle a little faster. I have to brief the president in 1 hour.
We have to brief the president, and you're getting it as fast as I am. Let's not jump to any conclusions.
Hey, no one's pointing fingers at Project Deep. Yet. Is Drake in there?
He's waiting on us.
As we can see, some areas of the suburbs have suffered damage nearly as extensive as downtown. Hundreds of homes are damaged, and the search will go on for hours to determine if anyone remains trapped in the collapsed structures. So far, the greatest number of casualties and the greatest damage reported has been from the structural failure of several sections of Highway 5. But the devastating power of this
Palmer.
unpredicted quake is visible across the region.
Got here as fast as I could.
Preliminary reports indicate that the quake had a
Marcia Crawford's here from the NSA with General Fielding. And you know they're going to try and stick this on us.
Stick what on us? Earthquakes?
Yeah.
It's a little paranoid, don't you think?
The epicenters are not of surface origin. They're coming from 25 miles underground.
Tell me that's a coincidence.
Yeah, well, most probably it's due to lithospheric flexure, but you try and tell that to someone when you got a nuclear device drilling in the area.
We charted the routes and double-checked the drill zones for stability. Do you think we could have made a mistake?
No. Well, this has nothing to do with us. Crawford's just looking to make a name for herself. Lord knows she's never been a fan of this project.
I don't care what's on Crawford's agenda. We were down there. We can't ignore the fact that these two incidents may be related.
Okay, I'm not ignoring the facts. I am trying to look at the bigger picture.
No, that is the bigger picture.
Emergency services also request that only those with urgent needs use the road, keeping them free for ambulances and fire trucks.
Jake was right.
Don't start.
Have you called him?
No. And I'm not going to.
That is a huge mistake.
Yeah, well, you didn't fire him. I did. Jake is not part of this anymore. Okay? General Fielding.
Dr. Drake?
Marcia Crawford.
Well, Doctor, I'm sure you have a long-winded and self-flattering explanation for all of this. Let's hear it.
You know, some animals can sense seismic disturbances, and these fish are really acting weird. It's gotta be electromagnetic pulses from the inner core.
Or the oregano I fed them yesterday. We were out of fish food again.
Look, just lay off the fish, will you? Get over here and help me dig out these files.
Okay, what are they labeled?
Project Deep, Deep Earth Energy Probe.
Well, that's under M. Yeah, here they are.
Here it is. The data we collected this morning was the same as the simulation I ran 4 years ago, which showed a huge tear in the lithosphere.
Wow. That would explain where the lava came from.
Speaking of hot, who's this?
Who is she, Jake?
Just an old friend.
Dr. Jake Rollins?
Yes.
Excuse me for the interruption, sir, but you'll need to come with us.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait, whose orders?
The President of the United States. Please, sir, right away.
I understand.
Just Dr. Rollins, gentlemen. Sorry.
No, wait a second. You guys work with me. Now, they may not look like geniuses, but believe me, they are. If you need me, you're gonna need them.
Here's latest ETS results from the White House.
Flexure.
Yes.
We've lost half of Seattle, and I'm going to go to the president with flexure.
It's an extreme example, I know, but it is not unprecedented.
Palmer's been the point man on this operation since its inception, and he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, well, that's just great. But I'm still going to recommend that we shut down Project Deep indefinitely.
And I'm going to recommend that we don't.
It would be inappropriate to make such a hasty decision without more information.
He's right. We're at a critical point in this operation. We can't just turn tail without all the facts.
Facts? That's what you're going to get. This is a memo Dr. Jake Rollins submitted when the project was in its developmental stage. In it, he warns of possible side effects of your deep energy drilling.
Yeah.
Side effects, by the way, eerily similar to exactly what's going on right now.
Yeah, Dr. Rollins is a wild card. He'll say anything to get attention.
Yeah, well, he's got my attention. Dr. Rollins, nice to see you again.
Mrs. Crawford?
And this is General Fielding. I think you know everybody else.
Oh, yeah. We go way back.
I'm assuming you've been brought up to speed on the latest intel.
Yeah.
And what's your take on the situation?
Well, you know, I'm not a religious man, but I think this is what the Bible thumpers call Armageddon.
You know what? This is crazy. I'm not going to stand for this.
Where you going, Palmer? Seattle?
That's enough.
Yeah, you know what? It is enough, okay? Let's just stop the dog and pony show right here. Project Deep. It's operational, isn't it? You know how I know that? I got osmium nitrate floating around in ponds like it's algae. I spent the morning being chased by a river of lava. What the hell did you people drill
This
into?
has nothing to do with Project Deep, Jake.
Oh, and let me guess, he dazzled you with his eloquent little theory on flexure? God, I can't believe you did it.
We were meticulous every step of the way. We took every precaution, calculated and recalculated.
Well, somebody forgot to carry the one.
Jake, you're wrong. This is an unrelated, unforeseeable act of nature, period.
No.
You are angry because Project Deep is a success. You know, we haven't tapped into enough energy to power North America for 100 years, Jake.
North America, it's not going to be here in 100 years.
You don't know what you're talking about.
In your blind quest for energy, you have done something that's going to split the planet in half.
What are you talking about, split? That's an exaggeration, right?
Not much, thanks to his ego.
Hey, you know what that is? Oh, don't tell me. Spartan GT supercomputer. What did I just say?
I wonder where they're taking it.
Let's find out.
Lock and load.
From everything I've seen, these subduction zones here, all along the Pacific Rim, all the way up to the Aleutian Trench, have somehow moved.
Jake, what are you getting at?
You guys drilled into a pocket of underground gas.
You know what? You don't know that.
It's the only possible explanation for what's going on, Palmer.
Not necessarily. There is another possible explanation.
Yeah, like what, Karen? A natural bend in the lithosphere? I don't think so. You know that's not what's going on here.
English, please.
The subduction zone. When the gas in the pocket they breached escaped, the plates above started collapsing toward the core, where they melt, and that creates more liquid magma. More magma, more pressure behind it. Looking for a place to get out. That's how you get volcanic eruptions. It's like this jelly donut, okay? Jelly inside, that's the magma. Now, as the plates continue to collapse and melt, jelly's gotta go somewhere.
So this is gonna get a lot worse.
A lot of jelly down there.
General?
Well, Jake, it's good to see you haven't changed a bit, still preaching the doom and the gloom, huh?
Well, it's your funeral, Palmer. I'm just glad I got invited.
No, it's all of our funerals if we don't find a solution.
That's right, so the sooner you get with the program, the better we'll all be, okay?
What's the program, huh? You drilling a big hole in the world?
Stop it, both of you. All right, if there's one thing I know, it's this. Whatever it was that happened down there is going to need to be fixed down there. All right, you scare these people into closing us down and we're never going to be able to correct this mess.
I'm suspending Project Deep effective immediately until the situation gets under control.
This is my project. You don't have the authority for that.
Like hell I don't.
Not without my consent. And I'm not giving it until I have concrete evidence.
Concrete evidence? What the hell have you been listening to for the last 20 minutes?
Jake made some convincing arguments. But Palmer's been the brain behind Deep from the very start. I'm not about to cast him aside.
No one's talking about casting anyone aside. I'm talking about finding a solution.
Think about the repercussions of what we're talking about. The political fallout could destroy this administration. Not to mention that career of yours along with it.
You seriously think I'm worried about my career right now?
Do this my way, Marcia. We could all come out of this looking like heroes.
We need to make sure the human race comes out of this. General.
Okay, Jake. You saw this coming down the pipe. Any ideas how to fix it?
I got a couple, but Karen did most of the drilling. I'm gonna need her input.
Sir, with all due respect, no one knows more about Deep than I do. You know, textbook educations are fine for the classroom, Jake, but in my line of work, it's hands-on experience that counts.
Okay, we've got our team then. Dr. Rollins, you're gonna join Dr. Drake and Dr. West here to try and figure out our next step. You guys have 48 hours.
But
it's not an offer. It's an order. I suggest you start working on your proposal.
As destructive as earthquakes are, they are not the real problem. We have to stop the plates collapsing.
Which brings us back to the subducting zones.
Yes. We gotta find a way to reset them. Otherwise, they keep melting, make more magma.
So once we determine the exact amount of energy that moved the plates.
Well, then we use the exact same amount of energy to shift them back.
So where do you propose we do this?
Ficus!
Hey guys,
What the hell?
We got gear.
Now, guess what this is?
A Spartan GT supercomputer.
Again with the... Yeah. The Spartan GT supercomputer has 15 ProTech microprocessors, all humming along at 7.5 gigahertz, with a total combined drive capacity of over 3 terabytes.
Well then.
Yeah, we thought it might come in handy.
Where did you get this?
We know a guy.
Yeah, it's gonna take us a few minutes to get her warmed up, though.
Good, because I could use some air.
You okay?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I can't believe you have anything to do with this.
Don't start.
You know what could happen.
I'm not gonna let you do this to me right now.
You know, after all this time, I still don't understand.
Jake, they gave me unlimited resources to build exactly what I've always dreamed of building. You know what? I did it. That's what scientists do.
You let it get personal. That's what scientists don't do.
I'm so tired of doing this dance with you. I'm not the same woman who looked up at you with those puppy dog eyes all those years ago. You're just mad because I made a choice that didn't involve following your lead. You know what? Choice is irrelevant.
No, the choice itself is everything.
Why are you so angry?
How can you ask me that? Look what we're dealing with.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, don't flatter yourself, all right? We were over a long time ago.
Yeah, we were.
Hey, Jake, Spartan's online and Palmer's running the first blast calculations.
Exactly what kind of explosion are we talking about?
Initial calculations indicate something about 4,000 times the Hiroshima bomb.
For the love of God, this is insane.
This is the Ring of Fire. A chain of active volcanoes that surrounds the Pacific. Next couple days, as the magma levels start to rise, these things are gonna start exploding. The ensuing ash cloud will be unlike anything this planet has ever seen. That is insane. Make no mistake, we're talking about an extinction-level event.
Palmer? Karen? Do you concur?
I'm afraid so,
Definitely.
yes.
And this is the only way.
Yes, it is.
Can you get them that kind of firepower?
If that's what it takes, then that's what we'll deliver.
Now we just need to calculate where to place our blast. Print that. Look at this.
Calculations, it looks like this.
This is the exact seismic force that struck the tectonic plates. Decker.
Yo.
Give me this. This pinpoints the exact location of where we're gonna have to put the manufactured blast.
Actually, Spartan's asking for 2 blasts.
Guys, I need everything over here. Come on.
It should be coming out.
Okay. All right, look, these are the subduction areas, right? And with the magma yield that we're expecting in the next 72 hours, is this right?
To the last decimal point.
What is it?
This is about to get a lot worse. Spartan says we have to place the charges 25 miles below the surface.
So we blast.
If the cascades are waking up, we're running out of time.
We can take the mining route until here. After that, we have to splinter off. That leaves us another 10 miles to go.
And you're sure that we can get deeper? That's 25 miles.
What do you see what she's created, Jake? The most amazing machine I've ever seen.
Mining's kept us busy at 15 miles. We haven't had a need to go deeper, but the mole, it's unstoppable. It'll go where I take it.
Lucky for us, this area was pretty active at one point. When these lava tubes would cut out some time, I could figure out a way to map them all together. That way we won't be blasting through solid rock the whole way.
Solid rock isn't an obstacle.
Solid rock isn't an obstacle.
We're entirely run by geothermal energy, the entire facility. We've been able to use that energy to support our mining operations for the last 2 years, but it's about 8 months ago the real discovery came, liquid tritium.
12 miles down, tapped into it like a natural spring.
It's enough to fuel our rapid fusion reactors for the next 100 years.
Thanks, Dad. We're gonna hang out at the food court.
It's like being reunited with a lost loved one, isn't it, Jake? Don't worry, I don't expect compliments. Deep does exactly what I said it would do. Don't get me wrong, I'm not discounting your help, but I wonder, is it bittersweet? Seeing your vision realized by someone else when it so easily could have been you?
Palmer, you've used it to bring the world closer to destruction than it's ever been. That's not bittersweet, just bitter.
Dr. Drake.
General.
Major McEwen, Dr. Drake.
Congratulations, sir.
Major McEwen's department's been commissioned to explore the potential uses of Project Deep's energy.
For the military.
For America, Dr. Rollins. And we're fortunate to have what he's come up with.
You basically shrunk down your rapid fusion reactors, added blasting caps to activate the cores, and
made it a bomb.
The blast is equal to a 4,000 megaton nuclear bomb with limited radioactive fallout. Don't look so surprised, Dr. Drake. This is a logical adaptation of your technology. And using it to push those tectonic plates back may prevent a global catastrophe. Now, the Major here and Captain Hayward will be joining you on your trip. And only they will have the activation codes to the fusion reactors. Is that clear? Good. Is there anything else?
No, as long as the fallout's only limited.
Fine. We've got 1 hour before launch.
Let's go.
The reawakening of Mount Adams from dormancy and its release of gases and ash into a massive Plinian eruption cloud hints at a dangerous shift in magma pressure, say geologists. Events now happening in Long Valley, California seem to confirm this theory. Although an active geological zone, you are seeing the first surface event there in over 500 years. This is the first lava geyser in the continental U.S. in recorded history.
Wow. Incredible.
It's asleep now. Wait till it wakes up. Then you'll see.
Karen, it's incredible.
Thank you.
The name sucks, though.
What?
The name. I'm sure it's an awesome machine, but come on. The mole?
Yeah, well, it travels underground.
Yeah, like a mole. We get that. But I mean, you spent like how many years building this thing and like 2.5 minutes thinking of the name? You might as well have called it the hamster.
Give it a rest, will you? Go, leave.
Now, Apollo, that was a name.
Word to that.
T-minus 45 minutes to launch.
Well, I guess we should get suited up.
Yes. Understood. See.
When did you turn this into a weapons program?
You think we'd pay for all this just to cut back on gas?
This was never even brought up to me.
I don't need your authorization, nor your blessings for that matter. Everything you build, find, or discover is property of the U.S. government. You're still getting everything you ever wanted. You're changing the world.
Hey. What happened here? I haven't seen that before. Did you fall down the stairs or slip in the shower?
Very funny. No, actually, I was out running the bulls in Pamplona.
No, not all of them, evidently.
No, not all.
When did you start running with the bulls?
I don't know. Probably about the time you started wearing your hair short.
T-minus 20 minutes to launch.
Gentlemen, I can't overstate the importance of this mission.
Thank you, sir.
General. What orders did you just give those two Marines?
I told them to follow strict military protocol.
Which is?
Those aren't 4th of July fireworks I'm sending them away with. If anything should go wrong, they've been given orders to take whatever measures necessary to secure the mission.
And their mission is the same as our mission, correct? You know, I don't like the feeling of being kept in the dark. Neither does the president.
I've served under 3 presidents before this one, and not once has my quality of service ever been called into question.
Well, if it has anything to do with this mission whatsoever, I want to know about it before it happens. Is that clear?
T-minus 5 minutes to launch.
Highly recommended, Captain. Good eye for detail, or so they tell me.
Yes, sir. You know, I gotta say, this is amazing. I mean, look at that, all these gauges, colored readouts. If this sucker had a satellite dish, you'd really be cooking.
Oh, he's navigating?
Yes, I'm navigating. Suck it up, Palmer.
Don't maybe bring up that road trip to Joshua Tree.
Okay, Palmer, just drop it, okay? We were kids.
5 hours driving through the desert till we ran out of gas? Typical stubborn Jake Rollins move.
Yeah, well, you know what? I didn't have one of these back then. Now we're in good hands.
And you still owe me $500 from the tow truck?
Boys, enough, all right? On your cue, Palmer.
Guidance navigation.
Guidance navigator, go.
Drill blade activator.
Drill blade activator, operational.
Fusion procedures.
Check fusion procedures.
Network extensions.
Full extensions.
Cabin pressure stabilizer.
That's a go.
Thermal incinerator.
100%.
Okay, run core diagnostic.
That's a go.
Hydrocarbon systems.
Check hydrocarbon systems.
Engage full drive.
Engaged. All systems are reading satisfactory, Command. I'd like to cut the cord.
Roger, Roll. Initiating final countdown.
All right, boys. Let's buckle up. Coordinates locked?
I'm in. Upload complete.
Malta Command. We'd like to say our farewells and plan to see you back here safely in 22 hours and 7 minutes. Can I have a go, no-go for descent?
Roger, Mole. You're a go for descent. Repeat, you're a go for descent.
Let's do it.
Godspeed, brave souls.
The Seattle event is just the beginning, as this morning's disaster has spread fear and panic throughout the entire North American continent. Experts warn these Plinian clouds behind me are just a harbinger of things to come. And with no one certain as to the exact extent of the damage and volcanic activity steadily on the rise, one question is on the minds of all. Will this end, or is this the end? Stay tuned for further updates throughout the day. I'm JC Kenny.
I gotta say, the ride is smoother than I thought it would be.
Well, to put it simply, I designed the cabin like an air bubble. We'll always float level.
Good, 'cause I don't want to spend the next 24 hours mashed up against that console.
Cut me some slack, will you?
Hey, slack is being cut, sir. I am very impressed.
Yeah, well, this is just the opening act. There's a headliner coming that's gonna knock your socks off.
Command, this is Mole. We've reached maximum depth of mining excavations.
Ooh, they're reaching the end of the mine shaft. This should be good.
Drill blade activator.
Drill blade activator, go.
Command, we are bringing blades up to full rotation for the next phase.
They're entering the lava tube.
Dr. West, may I stand, please?
Yeah, be my guest, Captain.
What do you use to cut through the rock? Frequency pulse?
Timmy.
Timmy.
Yeah. Thermal ionic mass incinerators.
Thermal ionic mass incinerator. Sounds pretty hot.
Use hydrocarbon diamond lenses. And if we ever find a material tougher than a diamond, we'll use that, jack up the power, cut through the rock faster.
The cobalt matrix material's been a great help to our troops in the Gulf, Doctor. That kind of heat resistance, they can walk straight into an oil fire and put it out. It's amazing gear. We're looking for other uses as well.
The benefits to the military are of absolutely no interest to me, Major. I do not appreciate having my research diverted to make weapons of mass destruction.
Whoa, it's got Palmer so jumpy.
Too much junk food.
I'm good.
Hey, I had no idea they would hijack my work.
Palmer, you were being funded by the military. What did you think was gonna happen?
You had the luxury of being an armchair quarterback, Jake.
Yeah, well, you were just a coach who was too stupid to realize you didn't own the team.
Volcano in Japan, following the powerful tremor in Auckland, New Zealand, shows that the pattern
ring of fire is heating up.
witnessed on the U.S. West
Just
Coast
like Jake
is now
said.
being repeated across the Pacific. Tonight's dramatic lava outburst in Redoubt, Alaska, shows the destructive power and growing frequency of geological events here in North America. Explosive showers of lava set fire to vegetation on the surrounding slopes, and now a huge forest fire is raging out of control. But the devastation caused by this inferno pales next to the unanswered questions. How many more of these unprecedented lava outbreaks?
That's solid rock.
Yeah, looks like that does it for the lava tubes. Just gonna take me a minute to get Timmy up to speed.
Major McEwen, you good?
Just waiting for the in-flight movie to start.
Mole to command. We'd like to activate Timmy. Stand by. Mole to command, come in.
What is it?
I don't know. We're getting some kind of interference.
Karen, this is General Fielding. We can't read you clearly. Can you repeat that?
Mole to command, come in.
What's wrong?
I don't know. We just lost communication.
What the hell was that?
G-band readings. The size of this field is off the chart.
Strap in.
What does that mean? What are you talking about?
Magnetics. That lava flow has a magnetic field.
Stick to that thing like super glue. Get us the hell out of here!
Still waiting on Timmy to get up to speed.
What are they doing?
Are they moving sideways?
Karen!
Come on.
Come on, Karen!
Hold on. Come on.
That's solid rock ahead. Solid rock, babe.
Just trust me on this one, all right?
Karen!
Hang on! There you are. Woo! How does that compare to running with the bulls?
It's right up there.
You don't say.
How did that little joyride affect our heading? It moved us a little bit, but I'm putting in new coordinates now.
Let's see if you can get communication back, Palmer.
Hey. Mole to command. Do you copy? Come in, command. This is Mole.
Well, they're really cooking now.
Okay, let's see what we can do to reestablish contact. We need to know what the hell's going on out there.
On it.
Boy, I'm sure glad they don't have us hooked up to those heart monitors.
Trust me on this. Get your things and start heading east. It doesn't... Just listen to me. It doesn't matter where you go. Just go. I'll find you.
You think it's fair to give certain people a head start? When were you planning to tell the other 6 billion loved ones of the catastrophe heading their way?
Don't jump the gun. Let's give our team a fighting chance.
Look, General, the White House needs to be prepared with a response, not to mention a plan of action. If you are even thinking evacuation, we need to go public.
Great. Great. Let's break it to the networks. That'll surely prevent a widespread panic. Won't it?
Just how long do you plan to keep this a secret? Don't forget who appointed you. We work for a government that protects its people when they need it. All of them.
Our government has its hands full as it is. If your Dr. Rollins and the crew of the Mole are successful in their mission, then we will have done our job.
Then we agree. That protecting yourself doesn't even make the list of priorities. Right?
Where are they now?
Back on track, about 20 miles down.
Project Deep, this is General Fielding. Come in. Project Deep, are you there?
This is Project Deep. We had a minor incident, but we're moving again. Good to be back in communication.
What's your status?
We are shutting down Timmy after a successful burn, and we are almost at our first drop-off point.
About 50 meters up. Have parking, free valet.
All right, I'll slow her down.
Here we go, guys. Hamster's approaching first drop-off point.
You guys ready to do your thing?
Tell us where you want it. We'll set the activation.
I've uploaded the Spartan coordinates. The placement has to be pretty precise. You're not going out there, are you?
No, I need to stay here and run some diagnostics. Make sure those magnets didn't screw us up too bad.
Let's do it.
One small step for man. It's amazing how much money we spent trying to get to other planets. When you think about it, we still don't know anything about the one we live on.
You're right, Jake. We're the first humans to stand 20 miles beneath the Earth's surface.
Okay, enough for the sightseeing, gentlemen. Let's set the first charge. We have a bit of a problem.
What is it?
The reactor needs to be set down there.
We'll take it from here, Doctor. That's what we're here for.
Okay. This will give you the exact Spartan coordinates. Be careful.
Ready, Captain?
Yes, sir.
Palmer, what are you doing?
Is this what I think it is?
Osmium nitrate.
I found a vein of it.
Yeah, it's got a melting point of 5,000 degrees Celsius. Tough stuff.
That's harder than diamond.
Much harder.
Start picking it up. Get as much as you can carry.
Why?
For the lenses, I need this to increase the power.
Palmer, you caused enough damage with the power you've got. Enough.
It's never enough.
You are unbelievable.
Right here, Captain. This is it. Lock it down. Captain, are you comfortable driving the mole yet?
Sir?
You have a keen eye for detail. I think you're ready, don't you?
Not yet, sir. It's pretty complicated.
Hayward, you'd better know by the time we set that second reactor.
Yes, sir.
Something's coming.
What the hell's going on down there?
Palmer! Dr. Drake!
Captain, tell me you sent that bomb.
Yes, sir. It's on the ledge, and it's activated.
Where's McEwen?
He didn't make it, sir.
Come on, Palmer.
Dr. Drake, come in. Dr. West. Dr. Rollins, come in.
Hey guys, look. First bomb's been set.
Let's get him inside. This cavern's unstable. Get the first aid! Get the first aid!
What happened out there?
Karen, get her going. We gotta get out of here. That last tumbler knocked us around pretty bad. I gotta recheck the second site coordinates.
Where's McEwen?
He's gone. Get us out of here.
I'm starting the engines.
One.
Hang in there, Dr. Drake.
Dr. West!
We've got a coolant leak, Jake. We've got to seal it.
With what?
With a fire extinguisher. Use it to freeze the tubes.
Yeah.
We good?
For now.
Nice work.
The damage to Colville is extensive, and scientists say that the earthquake that struck here will not be the last seismic event of a worldwide...
Quakes are getting bigger.
What was the size of the last one?
6.4 centered just outside of Colville.
Yes. Yes, sir. Well, I should start by saying that we're taking the most offensive measures possible.
Ms. Crawford.
Not now, guys.
There's a problem.
Hey, we set the first reactor. We're on our way to drop point number 2.
Could I help?
Sure. Why don't you see if you can get the communication back up?
I wouldn't know where to begin. I went to tank school for 8 months in the Marines. These controls look a lot more complicated.
Yeah, it's not that hard once you get going. Throttle here, thruster here. Of course, we don't get shot at much, so we're a little weak on the artillery side.
Sir.
How's Palmer?
Well, he's conscious, barely. You can have the heart to tell him what's really going on. The quake shifted our coordinates, and this nav computer doesn't have enough processing power. It's gonna take me 2 days to reconfigure what the coordinates are with this thing. And that's 2 days we just don't have. I need to talk to the base.
Captain, see what you can do.
Yes, ma'am.
Mole to command. Mole to command.
Mole to command, can you read us?
Mole to command, can you read us?
Nothing.
The subduction zone shifted with that last quake.
Yeah, but we're shifting them back, right?
Yeah, but the placement of our blast was always under the assumption everything would remain close to the way they were when we did our targeting. Not to mention the size of the reactor's blast.
I know, it's all different.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to reach them. I mean, they must realize something's wrong, right? I mean, if they put the reactor in the wrong spot.
We can make things worse.
What can we do?
First thing we have to do is to figure out exactly where the drop points are. I mean, they could be 2 feet away, they could be 2 days away. I mean, and the second question is, are our reactors gonna work? I mean, is the one we have too big? Is it not big enough? This computer is worthless. It's not fast enough to answer the questions I'm asking it.
Their radio communication's been knocked out. We're gonna have to do this the hard way.
Stand back, folks. This is gonna get ugly. The mole is about to be hacked. Black, I'm gonna need a hot wire. I'm on it.
Sure you guys know what you're doing?
You never stopped us before.
Are you shutting Timmy down?
Yes, I am.
Why?
Because, Jake, we don't even know if we're going the right direction.
Yeah, but we can't stop.
What's the plan? We can't recalculate the shifts. It's impossible. Look, maybe we're not supposed to win this one.
We losing power?
No. That's something else.
Yes! My guys!
They're in the system.
You bet they are, and not a moment too soon.
Okay, he needs all the episodic tremors and slope from the last quake factored into our old data. Coming in. Okay, good. Now apply those figures to the location of the first drop point.
Hang on, hang on. Uh-oh.
What? That does not sound good.
Okay, we got a problem. The charge in the reactor needs to be bigger.
Bigger, Jake. We only have one left.
The cores. Use the cores in the mole. Captain Howard. I'm guessing you know a thing or two about those reactors?
Yes, sir.
Major McEwen said you use the same cores from deep.
That's correct, sir.
Can you transfer those cores to this reactor?
I'm trained in demolitions. I don't know if...
Can you do it?
I can do my best.
Look, not to dampen spirits, but if we take power from the mole now, we might not be able to get back. Removing those cores could make our ascent very difficult. Maybe impossible.
We came down here to do this thing. I say we do it.
I'm in.
Agreed.
I'm in.
Okay. Let's get to work.
shut down power to the grids. It's cold.
Palmer, I need a little help here. A 12K megaton blast. How many of these things is it gonna take?
3, but if you take one out, the entire chamber goes dark.
That means we lose half our power.
But we'll still have enough to get the job done. Captain, you ready?
Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. We rupture one of these cylinders, and that's it. We're done for.
Well, ordinarily that would faze me, but not today. Do what you gotta do. What are you doing, trying to make this exciting?
Trying to get it over with.
Slow down. Take it easy.
One more, we can put into position.
Jake, you might want to think twice about going out there with them. You're not supposed to come back.
Looks like he's been training.
Dr. Rollins, it isn't the way it looks. Let me explain, please.
Explain. What are you doing down here?
Why did they send you?
They didn't send me, they sent Major McEwen.
Keep talking.
Major McEwen was told to make sure that if we made it back, none of you would. But when McEwen died, so did the Order. I'm not an assassin.
He was. He had a vial of sarin gas with him when he went over that ledge, and it was meant for all of you.
But you were still taking notes after McEwen died.
Do you know how to drive this thing? Do you? Huh? Do you? If anything happened to her, we would be stuck down here. Now I want to get back. I want to see my family again. So let's just finish the mission and get back out top.
Let's finish the mission.
You know, you and Jake, you make a good team.
Yeah.
The rock, it's different here, smooth. Yeah, river of magma flowed through here, probably about 1 million years ago. You know, if we don't do this right, it's gonna be flowing again. X marks the spot. Set it right there.
I'll lock it down. Activate the timers.
Remember, we have to be precise. This has to sync up with the other reactor.
Okay. We're receiving a SIG signal from device number 1.
Good.
I'll sync up and program the activation codes.
What's wrong? Don't take it off! Don't take your helmet off! No! I'm burning! You gotta help me, Jake! You gotta help me! I can't breathe!
Jake!
Hayward's dead. It's worse than that. He didn't set the reactor.
Jake, we don't have the activation codes.
I gotta go. I gotta set that reactor.
No, how? We don't have the codes.
Look, I'll figure something out.
Don't be crazy, Jake.
This whole thing depends on two blasts! Palmer, what are you doing?
Can't have you stealing my thunder, Jake. That's not the way I care to go out. I'm gonna fuse the cores myself. But I'm staying down here. This is my fault. I'm the one that's gonna fix it.
It's not supposed to end this way.
You still have plenty of time to screw it up, Jake. You still have to make it out of here.
We're not leaving you down here, Palmer. No!
It's not an offer, Karen. It's an order. Trust me. It's better this way. Dr. Rollins.
Dr. Drake.
Dr. West.
Let's get out of here. How are we set for power?
Bad.
Coolant levels?
Worse.
Great. It's par for the course.
I'll do my best to reroute the power, but it's gonna get hot in here.
Whatever happens, we're gonna make it. Come on, Palmer.
Sorry, kid, no time for sentiment.
They're on the move again!
What about the second reactor?
It's in position, but it hasn't been activated yet.
Did they do it?
It's not over yet, but as far as we can tell, both charges are in place, but the second one hasn't initiated.
Okay, let's sync up to Reactor 1.
Guys, it must have been a glitch. The second device is synced and activated.
I think that's everything I can shut down without us catching on fire.
This is worse than I thought. We're barely into the shaft. It's too far.
Just think about cool places. Remember when we went skiing in Park City?
Water.
I don't think you ever took me to the beach.
No. Do you have a contingency for underwater evacuation?
Yeah, but we've never needed to use it.
You may need to use it now. You know, if we alter our present course by 40 degrees, it'll bring us out right there. At the bottom of the Straits of Juan de Fuca. You know, we could float to the top. We won't need any power.
I knew there was a reason why I loved you. Let's do it.
They're coming up! And Timmy is online. Looks like they're taking a shortcut to the surface.
Yeah, and their coolant level's in the red.
I want to know where and when they're coming up.
Guys? Can you do me a favor? I need those coordinates as well. Can you get them to me first?
Sure thing, Miss Crawford.
Thanks. This is the new surfacing point?
Yeah.
Thanks.
What was that?
I asked for the new coordinates.
So did I. Hand it over. I'm not going to ask you again. Follow me, Joan.
Let's go.
Look on the bright side. At least now I'll get an answer to the questions scientists have pondered their entire lives. What's next?
Hold on!
Step on it, step on it. We have to hurry.
Oh, drive, dude, drive!
What's the word, Jake?
I don't know. Give me a minute.
I'm commencing the ejection sequence.
Give me a second. Hey, it's working. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, the hot zones are starting to fall off. The plates must have shifted.
It's working. Now we just have to get home.
Come on, let's go. You're trying like my grandmother.
All right, here we go.
Go through it. Go ahead. Go through it.
Yeah, these are the coordinates.
You see them?
I see them.
Yes!
Miss Crawford? Your office called. You have a story for me?
I certainly do. The people need to know the truth about what caused these natural phenomena and the steps that were taken to bring it under control.
Can we roll on this?
That's why I asked you here.
We're rolling.
Errors in judgment were made in the name of greed and personal glory. People died because of those mistakes. The president wants to make it perfectly clear that there is no place in this administration for the betrayal of public trust.
Jake, what are you doing?
You know, stop.
We need to keep going.
I don't need to go ashore. Everything I need is right here. Always has been.
I couldn't agree more.
see them?
Oh, yeah.
What are they doing?
Nothing.
Let me see.
No, they're not doing anything.
Well, then you can let me see.
They're just talking.
They're making out, aren't they?
No.
Yes, they are. They're making out. Come on, it's my turn.
No, they're just talking.
Where are you going?
What? Nowhere.
Where are you going?
I'm not doing anything.
Dick! It's my turn! No! 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 Ah!
Thank you.